Welcome back, everybody, to the channel, man. In today's video, we're going to be previewing Oklahoma and Kansas, and we'll see I'll talk about where I expect to see and hope to see, and some injury updates, stuff like that. So first, let's talk about guys that are going to play in this game and not play. The guy that, if I understand correctly, to rumors, Dillon Gabriel looks to at least appear to be a good to go for Oklahoma. So it's really exciting for us because, well, if you watched Texas last week in the second half of the TCU game, you know that this offense is in severe trouble without Dillon. And we may have overlooked that a little bit coming into the year, but he is back. He's going to be playing. So I'm really excited to see him and see how he kind of bounces back from that concussion injury. Hopefully, obviously, we play a lot better on offense. So him, Theo Weiss is obviously going to be a go. He didn't see a lot of action versus Texas because of the Wildcat formation and what they're trying to do, but he'll be a go. I believe Jalil Farooq, he got banged up a little bit. I believe he's going to be a go. From what I've heard, I haven't really heard much on him, but I think he could probably go. I haven't heard of much, so I assume there's a chance that he doesn't play tomorrow, but I think he will. So that'll be really important to continue to get him because he had a really good week last week. And then DJ Graham, who's not hurt, but he is switching over to offense. I don't know how much action he's going to get. He's going to be switching over to wide receiver, as some of y'all may have seen on Twitter and stuff, or message boards. He will be a wide receiver now, not a cornerback. And that's what he was actually originally recruited as, or was being recruited as for a lot of schools instead of cornerback. A lot of people think he's mainly a receiver, but Riley kind of came in and kind of switched him to cornerbacks, and Alex Grinch, I think, and stuff when they recruited him. He is switching to wide receiver, and we'll have to see what goes. I don't know if he'll get a lot of action, but he is doing that. Defensively, looks like mainly healthy. I mean, Billy Bowman, who missed last week, it'd be huge to get him back. I want to say he's probably a good go, but I don't know. His injury could be a little, from what I heard, it could be a little, they don't really know. It's like a day-by-day injury. So, but I think he'll probably go, hopefully, because, you got Woody Washington back there and Justin Broyles, which, yeah, hopefully we get Billy Bowman back. So that's mainly all the injury stuff, kind of guys that are, I guess, switching positions too. So we got all that out of the way. Now let's talk about the game. Kansas is missing a few guys too. They're missing their starting quarterback, so they will have their backup quarterback in, who has looked pretty good for him. If you watch their last game, they looked like a really competent, offense, even with him being in there. So, you got to look out. He's really fast. In the 10-meter or whatever, I think he ran. That kid can run a 4.4 as a quarterback, maybe even faster, like a 4.3. So he is very fast, and he gave us some trouble last year. It's the same quarterback we played last year, and this offense is really tricky. They do a lot. They do a lot of option stuff. They'll roll out the quarterback. They'll run a lot of different stuff. The running scheme is really good. They'll run the football really hard. The offensive line's a little physical, and I'm really excited to see how our defense plays against it, because this is an offense that kind of has it all together to really give this defense a fit, especially what we've seen this from the team from the season, because this defense has struggled, correct? But, this is a different type of Kansas team, obviously, than we've seen. And they are really good offensively, really good. I think they average 40-something points per game. So they are sneaky good, really good. And even if they don't have Daniels, their quarterback, they're still really good. You've seen that versus TCU because they almost won the game with their backup. So they have a good quarterback room, and they're really good. They're really good. So We have to look for that. Offensively, Kansas defense isn't the best defense in the world, but they play hard, they play physical, and, that can be a recipe to play good defense, I guess, because they have a good mindset. Our offense should be able to do some good things, especially with Dylan. I hope we run the ball really well because this season, one of the bright spots of this team has been running the football, because I actually have ran it really well when we have. We just have to continue doing it, and hopefully we will run the ball really well. Hopefully I didn't jinx us, but I expect us to run the ball well because we have almost in every single game. And I'm really excited to see how this offense comes out, because got to run the ball well, and you can't get into bad positions of 3rd and 12, 3rd and 11. Got to make sure you have good first down plays. Good offenses, percentage-wise, have really good first down plays. You have to have good first down plays, or occasionally a second down play to be really good. So we have to make sure we win on those downs and run the football well, and make sure we are hitting our throws and running good routes and everything like that to make sure this offense is efficient. We have to be efficient, and consistency is really key in this game. Another note I have is we have to start out really well, because look at the past 4 games. Even Nebraska, we blew them out 49-14, but that first few possessions, you kick a punt, and then you go down, and then you let them score, and then Dylan Gabriel runs for that touchdown, whatever. But you're down 7-0. That's not a good look at all. Not at all. So we have to bounce back. And the same thing with Kansas State. Really didn't get going until it's 14-0. If you start better than 14-0, you win that football game. So have to start better. TCU the same thing, 21-3. Terrible starts. This team struggles. I'm not saying that it'd fix them all. Never saying that. But I'm saying it'd be a lot better if this team could get, really get going at the start, because this offense can start moving the ball well and start pretty well. You'll see drastic change. I'm not saying they would win the game. I'm not saying they would have won versus TCU. I'm not saying they would have won versus Texas. But what I'm saying is better starts puts you in a better position to win the game, and we need that. We need really good starts, and I hope and pray that we do. Other than that, we just have to have a bounce back week. 3-3. We're bringing out the new uniforms. Got to come out here and get a dub. It's a big recruiting weekend, which I'll talk about in a future video. But yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.